come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Works ahead for a couple. At the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
After that last completion, it's second down. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably, and the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Grabbed over the middle. It's Punga. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. And here comes the offense on second down. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Right back to the well. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's fired. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense in a bunch formation. to the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out in the flat. On his feet at the 40. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Calls his own number. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Turns it loose. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Nice pick up on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Swings it out to the flat. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll take it himself. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Bell. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. And the Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and disrupt that timing. You could tell the timing was a little bit off on that one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, and they'll get him down after a solid return. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. A designed run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. Open spaces. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Savage. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Hey, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Finds his man. It's Punga. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it to the back. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the rush will get to him at the 25. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. That gets them back to within 10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Savage. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Indiana, 13.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Barker. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Savage. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll ride the running back and lead it with him. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're working that left side. Hits the crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Indiana!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Maryland. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Savage. Got it set up on the outside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a... The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Barker. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Punga. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Red pass, it's complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll keep it on the sneak.
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Barker. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Plucks it out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Hoosiers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to power it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gray. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The screen, he can go! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They just keep firing. Floats it out in space. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moffitt. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Flips it out to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Complete in the middle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree.